I don't always leave this much excess clay in the lid. Yet, sometimes it happens, but at least it means I get to have some fun trimming. I begin by turning the locating flange until it slots into the body of the jar perfectly, and if anything, I want it to be on the tight side. The body can then be slipped onto the wheelhead and the leather hard walls can be trimmed back, the shape refined and straightened, and the overall body made lighter. As the lid fits a bit tightly, it's held really securely in place when positioned on top. If your lids are in fact a bit too small, as you trim the outside like this, they can jitter around in place as there's space for the lid to move, which can lead to a lid that's actually a bit asymmetrical. With the stepped form trimmed on the outside, I begin hollowing out the top to create a concave surface. Into this hollow the glaze will pool nicely, creating a layer of flat glass, as opposed to one that's rounded, which is what would likely happen if I left the top completely flat. Imagine a glass of water that's far too full and creates a dome shape before it spills over. Visually, that's sort of what happens if I don't hollow out the top section. Next, the entire assemblage can be flipped upside down, the tightly fitting lid now holding the body in place. And now the most important section of the pot can be trimmed, the base. This is an area a potter has to make a lot of decisions about aesthetically. Does it match the rest of the pot in terms of how well it's finished, or is it notably different or left messy? And are those choices intentional or not? I think this is the most important factor for me. I like to know that the potter has at least decided on what's going on the underside, as compared to one that's left forgotten and unconsidered. The last thing I do is just trim the lid a tiny bit, just to remove a fraction of clay so that it no longer fits really tightly to the point that it might not fit once fired. And lastly, the top of the lid is checked for any damage, whereupon the two parts are set together, the jar finished for now.